Have you ever wondered what could make someone as composed as Jin suddenly struggle to hide his emotions in front of thousands of fans? For just a few unforgettable seconds, the entire atmosphere changed. As Jin lowered his head, one person noticed immediately. Jungkook didn't hesitate. His quiet reaction captured everyone's attention and left ARMY asking the same question: what really happened in that emotional moment? Was it simply the overwhelming love from the fans, or was there a deeper reason hidden behind Jin's expression? Stay until the very end, because this touching interaction between Jungkook and Jin may reveal far more than anyone expected. The stage was glowing with lights, the crowd was louder than ever, and every member of BTS stood proudly in front of thousands of fans. It should have been another unforgettable celebration. But then, something unexpected happened. Jin's smile slowly faded. For a brief moment, he lowered his head and seemed unable to hold back his emotions. The cameras continued rolling, the audience kept cheering, but many fans immediately sensed that something far more personal was unfolding right before their eyes. What made this moment even more unforgettable was not what Jin did. It was what Jungkook did next. Without drawing attention to himself, Jungkook quietly turned toward Jin. There was no dramatic reaction, no attempt to become the center of the moment. Instead, he instinctively moved closer, watching Jin with genuine concern. It was a silent gesture, but it carried a message that every longtime ARMY immediately understood. You are not alone. That single moment lasted only a few seconds, yet it quickly spread across social media, with fans replaying the clip over and over again. Every replay seemed to reveal another tiny detail that had gone unnoticed the first time. Some noticed the way Jungkook never took his eyes off Jin. Others focused on Jin trying to compose himself before looking back toward the audience. Many simply couldn't stop talking about how natural everything felt. Nothing appeared rehearsed. Nothing looked planned. It was simply two people who have spent years growing together, sharing the same dreams, the same struggles, and the same unforgettable journey. As the crowd continued cheering, Jin slowly regained his composure. He smiled once again, but many fans believed that smile carried a completely different meaning after those emotional seconds. Was he overwhelmed by gratitude? Was he remembering everything BTS had overcome together? Or was he simply touched by the endless love filling the stadium that night? Only Jin truly knows the answer. Yet perhaps the most powerful part of the story isn't discovering why Jin became emotional. Perhaps it's realizing how quickly Jungkook understood that something wasn't right. He didn't wait for words. He didn't need an explanation. Years of friendship had already taught him everything he needed to know. That level of understanding cannot be created overnight. It comes from standing beside someone through success and disappointment, through uncertainty and celebration, through moments that the world sees and countless others that remain completely private. Fans often describe BTS as more than a group. Moments like this explain exactly why. Behind every performance are 7 individuals who have trusted each other through one of the most extraordinary journeys in modern music. While the audience sees incredible stages and unforgettable concerts, the members experience something much deeper that cameras only capture for a few brief seconds. That night, those few seconds were enough. Enough to remind millions of fans why their connection continues to inspire people around the world. Even after the concert ended, discussions never stopped. Every new angle of the video led to fresh conversations. Every replay brought new emotions. Fans weren't searching for drama. They were searching for meaning hidden inside those quiet moments. And perhaps that meaning was never meant to be explained. Sometimes the strongest emotions are the ones that remain unspoken. Sometimes the most unforgettable memories are created without a single sentence. When Jin struggled to hide his emotions, Jungkook didn't try to fix the moment. He simply stayed close. For many fans, that silent act of support became far more meaningful than any speech ever could have been. And maybe that's why this moment continues to live in the hearts of ARMY. Not because the world discovered what Jin was feeling, but because the world witnessed how quickly Jungkook was there before anyone else even realized he was needed. Some questions may never receive an official answer, But perhaps the most beautiful stories are the ones that don't need one at all. As the final moments of the concert unfolded, no one expected a quiet interaction to become the memory that fans would talk about long after the lights went out. The cheers were deafening, the stage was filled with celebration, and every member smiled at the sea of purple surrounding them. But then, something changed. Jin's expression became noticeably different. For just a few seconds, he seemed completely overwhelmed. He looked down, trying to collect himself as emotions appeared to take over. It was a deeply personal moment unfolding in front of thousands of people, yet somehow it felt incredibly intimate. What happened next caught everyone's attention. Jungkook immediately noticed. There was no hesitation in his eyes. While the audience remained focused on the celebration, Jungkook's attention shifted entirely toward Jin. Without saying anything, he quietly moved closer, offering silent support that spoke louder than any words ever could. That single reaction sparked countless conversations among ARMY. Fans began replaying the footage, slowing it down frame by frame, hoping to understand exactly what had happened during those few emotional seconds. Every angle seemed to reveal something new. Some noticed the concern in Jungkook's eyes. Others pointed out how naturally he stayed beside Jin without trying to interrupt the moment. It wasn't a performance. It wasn't something prepared for the cameras. It felt genuine. And perhaps that authenticity is exactly why millions of people connected with it. For over a decade, BTS has shared an extraordinary journey together. They have celebrated impossible achievements, overcome difficult moments, and experienced memories that only the seven of them truly understand. Those shared experiences create a bond that cannot easily be explained. Maybe that is why Jungkook didn't need Jin to say anything. Sometimes the people who know us best can recognize our emotions before we speak a single word. As Jin slowly lifted his head, the crowd erupted into even louder cheers. It was as though the fans instinctively wanted to remind him that he was surrounded by love. The atmosphere became even more emotional, transforming what had already been an unforgettable concert into something much deeper. Still, one mystery remained. What exactly caused Jin to become so emotional? Some fans believe he was reflecting on BTS's incredible journey from their earliest days to performing in front of sold-out stadiums around the world. Others think he was simply overwhelmed by the endless support from ARMY. There are many interpretations, but only Jin knows what was truly in his heart during those unforgettable seconds. Interestingly, Jungkook never attempted to explain the moment either. Instead, he allowed his actions to speak for him. That quiet decision may have made the interaction even more meaningful. In a world where every moment is analyzed and every expression becomes a headline, this remained something beautifully simple. A friend recognizing another friend's emotions. Nothing more. Nothing less. As the concert came to an end, fans continued sharing clips, screenshots, and personal reactions. Thousands described the moment as one of the most heartfelt interactions they had ever witnessed between the two members. Others admitted they couldn't watch the clip without becoming emotional themselves. Yet perhaps the most touching part wasn't visible on camera at all. It was the trust built over years that allowed Jungkook to recognize Jin's emotions instantly. That kind of understanding cannot be rehearsed. It cannot be created for a stage. It grows through countless conversations, shared victories, difficult days, and memories that remain known only to those who lived them together. Maybe that's why this brief interaction continues to resonate with so many people. Not because it answered every question, but because it reminded everyone that genuine support doesn't always require grand gestures. Sometimes, standing beside someone at exactly the right moment is enough. And perhaps the biggest question isn't why Jin became emotional. Perhaps the real question is this. If Jungkook had not quietly stepped forward in that moment, would fans have ever realized just how much that silent gesture truly meant?